channel. I'm going to be tearing some of the accessories off the front of the motor today. Alternator, water pump, power steering. Just trying to get timing cover off. Going to get everything ready to pull the cam, pull the lifters, push rods. Probably not going to get into changing the valve springs today or anything, but that's what we're going to be working on. I'm going to try to get you guys as up close and personal in the engine bay as we can as I'm doing this stuff. And I know most of you, it's probably, pretty basic common knowledge, but like I said in my previous video, this is some of this stuff's pretty new to me. So if I'm fumbling around a little bit, it is what it is. We're going to get her apart. So stay tuned here, and we're going to go ahead and get you some in the engine bay footage. And if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Alright guys, I think the first thing we're going to do is pull this overflow tank off, get it out of the way, and start working on this power steering pump. Just for the record, there is a nut inside the wheel well on that one. There is some seriously sketchy stuff in here. If you guys were watching some of the previous videos, you may have heard that we're doing a power steering delete on this car. So we will get to that here before too long. The existing power steering, which from what I understand is pretty common with this old Ram style setup, is they leak profusely all of the time. And that's what this one does. I don't really have a particular brand of vehicle that, I'm not like a diehard Ford guy or Chevy or Dodge. I actually own, 3 Chevys, a Ford, a Pontiac, a Ram, and a Honda. So we have a pretty diverse fleet of vehicles here. But this is the first vehicle that puked all over the floor of the kind of brand newish shop I'm working out of. So I wasn't super thrilled about that, but it is what it is. So far, getting this power steering loose, it's just been that hose clamp on the one side and 9/16 down here in the front. This, I guess you'd call it the pressure line maybe, is 3/4 inch. those off. We got down here. I was trying to pull the radiator out prior to doing any of this stuff, but the bottom hose does not want to come off. So I thought maybe I'd start pulling some accessories, give myself a little bit more wiggle room back in there. Be nicer with this power steering pump out of the way anyway, just to be able to get back into some of this other stuff and work on it. Definitely easier to get to the oil filter, which is right there. And she's out. I hope if everything goes right with this car, I'm going to end up putting AC on it down the road and possibly fuel injection. But I want to get all this other stuff done that I'm working on now and make sure all this stuff works okay and everything's running right and acting how it should be acting before I spend that kind of money on this rig. Looks like that one might be metric. Nope, just covered in crap. The 94 Firebird we have out there, I did power steering, AC, and smog pump delete. So that freed up a ton of room in that engine bay. That really made that a lot easier. I don't know if any of you guys have F bodies, but changing spark plugs is a hateful job if you have all the accessories still on it. Look at that. That's a beautiful thing right there. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, move over to the old alternator. Now maybe I'll get these heater hoses off of here first. It's funny when you get used to working on a specific brand of vehicle, and then you get a different model or a different brand. Some of this stuff's like, seems like it's from outer space. If any of you guys know for sure, taking a look at the old bracketry over here, I don't know if that's, I feel like that's not the right bracket. Because what's this for? So if any of you Ford guys know for sure, if I could get a different bracket, kind of clean that look up a little bit, let me know, because that's, looks like there's a lot going on there for no reason. Ooh, that's tight. Whew. Somebody didn't want that belt slipping. I can tell you that right now. Ever. Ah. I'll lube her on up here a little bit. That's as good as it gets. I don't know if you guys can see this, but somebody used a custom, looks like a 3/8 nut spacer on that one. That's the other reason why I'm kind of wondering if this is the right bracket. Now who knows, maybe this bracket's off a factory AC car. Don't really know too much of the history about this thing. We spent a lot of time trying to figure out what year the motor was and what it may have come out of. But took a peek in the cylinders with one of those snake cameras down through the spark plug hole, and everything looked good in there, and figured out the heads were off a 69 302, which are supposed to be one of the better heads. So I was happy about that. But and it looks so clean in there. I'm assuming somebody did an old rebuild job on it at some point not too terribly long ago. So we're hoping that she stays together with the old thumper cam in there with mild levels of abuse. Me and the wife went out last night for some dinner, and we have an old driveway that is basically grown over with grass that comes up off the main road, and I decided it'd be a good idea to try to drive up that last night in the rain. And she got the old Ram, didn't want to make it up the hill. We were just sitting there wheel hopping. So decided to just stand on it. And just so happened to be on the only little chunk of poured concrete in the driveway, so we had a good bit of smoke rolling out there onto the main street. That was kind of fun. Wish I would have had a camera rolling for that one. Pretty sure the passenger side rear tire on the truck is a little low on tread compared to when we left for dinner. I'm gonna go find a mallet. This baby needs a smack. There's got to be a better way. Well, something's happened. Maybe I should have taken that bottom nut out the whole way. That might have helped. Hey, alternator out of the way ski. All right. Yeah, I'm not thinking that bracket's correct. It worked, but did it work right? So, I can't get this off with the pulley on here. And I'm going to have a heck of a time getting the pulley off without pulling this radiator hose off. So, let's see if we can get her from the top. Alright, got the clamp. She's on there. Oh, yeah. That ain't working. Well, I'm betting they ain't coming out either because they're probably that long. And there's a radiator in the way. Ooh, that didn't sound good. Transmission cooler rods are making some crunchy, crackling sounds. There's one.
going to be running a stock converter in this rig, and I think it's a C4. I would assume it is. If you guys have any thoughts on transmission coolers, whether or not I should go with a completely separate one in here. That's what I did with the Firebird. I don't even think it's routed through the radiator anymore. Or just stick with the one in the radiator. You have to let me know your thoughts on that. Appreciate the input. Hey now. Got the lower hose off. Excited. Ooh, doggy. So I think it's just a couple bolts here running down either side. Should be able to yank the old radiator out. Half inchers. Oop. Yep. Good grief. Surprised the thing's not hitting the grill. What do we got there? A nut. There's nuts on the back? Well, it was on that one. Try to expedite this process a little bit with some power tools. Oh, what do we got here? Not sure. Looks like an old piece of doorbell wire. And she's out. They're all 1/2 inch. Well, I'm not sure how that just happened, but yeah, just ripped all the guts out of the inside of one of my old Milwaukee batteries, and now the other half's jammed in another tool, so that'll be fun getting that out. Well, it looks like we're doing this by hand. If anybody knows what this thing here is, it looks like a piece of rat gnawed cloth covered doorbell wire. Go ahead and leave that on the old comments. Looks like it's going to maybe a voltage regulator of sorts, which could possibly explain why the battery goes dead in this thing after about 2 hours, since most of it's bare. So that could play into it. I thought I had the problem resolved. It was actually the light on the custom Mustang floor shifter that's held on with miscellaneous pieces of bracketry that somebody found. So I unplugged that, but he hasn't moved around a whole lot since that discovery happened. They don't run too good without the whole top end of the motor on them, so she's been sitting. Oh. Oh. There goes the fan. And the pulley. This is a custom spacer kit apparently. That just goes together like that. Get her done. Let's see. Holy mackerel. That one goes in and rubs on the crankshaft. Seems like we're missing something here. Not sure how big of a deal that is, but there ain't a whole lot of threads there, and there were some shards and barbs hanging off the end of that, so I guess that's probably not good. And let's see, it's holding the old water pump on. That one, that one, that one, maybe that one. Seems like an excessive amount of bolts for a water pump. What's going on over there, Ford? Not feeling any on the bottom. Here's the rest of the alternator bracket. Sure, I'm gonna sneak one up in there on me somewhere. There goes a water pump. And I think the timing cover is the only thing I got left. Probably not good. Looks like most of the gaskets are just made out of Permatex. I'm sure it's fine. And I think we're going to conclude the video right there because I think I have to drop the oil pan to get the timing cover off. I'm going to have to do a little reading on that one. So there's most everything going. Alright guys, so that's going to conclude our little video for today. I gave you a little up close and personal visit here with the old engine bay. But got a lot of stuff out of the way today. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I have to pull the oil pan to pull the timing cover. I'm going to do my homework on that one, see if I'm correct. But if you like the video, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.